Apple lossless audio. It's coming. Actually, it's already here. Kind of, sort of. Let's talk about it from a perspective of a consumer as well as the perspective of a music producer. Hi there again, I'm Velanche. I am a DJ and founder of local DJ collective Soul Dust Productions. I am also creating content here on YouTube and other places. If you want to be able to keep up with my creative journey and if you want to be able to know about music tech and DJing and music production, this is the place to do it. Why don't you subscribe to the channel? So last month, Apple has announced that its subscription service, Apple Music, would be getting two big updates for free. The first is lossless audio. Lossless audio allows for streaming to be at CD quality or better. It would make it so that the quality is supposed to be way higher. And also, spatial audio is announced. That's something that Apple has announced last year, actually. Spatial audio allows for content creators to be able to manipulate sound, to be able to give 360 sort of immersive experience in audio form. Or if you're watching video content of some kind that features spatial audio, then that is what that is. And this is something that I think is probably going to be the more dramatic of the two. You're hearing a lot about Dolby Atmos, which allows for that to happen. This is actually the format that is needed in order to be able to make spatial audio happen on the device. And also, if you're a music or any kind of content creator that works with audio, there's already tools out there for being able to make that. And even Dolby, the company that has that format, does have a plugin that you can be able to utilize. You can put it in Ableton or Logic or whatever DAW you have. And also, Apple has said that it will provide tools for creators within Logic Pro 10 later this year that will allow content creators to be able to create spatial audio within its tracks. So much has been made about lossless audio. There's been a debate about that, considering that an entire generation of listeners have not heard of audio formats that are higher than AAC or MP3. With the lossless format that Apple is said to be promoting and supporting, you would be able to have at least CD quality streaming to your devices or whatever devices support it. And on top of that, Apple also is having a HIFi format, and that format allows for content that is higher quality than CD. Now, to coincide with WWDC, Apple's Worldwide Developer Conference, Apple has turned on the switch on its servers to push out or allow lossless audio to be downloaded to devices. And to have that happen, you actually have to have the latest Apple updates on your devices. So iOS 14.6 is what you'll need to be able to listen to the higher quality content. This brings up another point that you have to be aware of. Lossless audio, because it's uncompressed and because it does require quite a bit of data to be transferred, it might do havoc with your phone plan. So you want to be sure that, first of all, you don't get dinged against your plan. If you have an unlimited plan, that's cool. If you have an unlimited plan that maybe throttles after a while, well, that's another thing. And then if you listen to a lot of streaming content, that's another thing. If you're already a subscriber to Apple Music, both the spatial audio and the lossless audio are free. And when that was announced, that made Amazon drop their $5 extra for the service, for the Music Unlimited streaming service that they have. They charge you an extra $5 a month if you wanted to be able to get high quality streaming. Well, they had dropped that a day after Apple had announced that. And then we still have Spotify to be able to get into the lossless streaming world with its Spotify Connect service that will be out later this year. And of course, there's Tidal and a few other services that already have that. Tidal is a premium service and you're paying a premium price for it. So with Apple, you already get the bulk of its 75 million songs. Not all 75 million songs are lossless just yet, but that's going to be going on through the end of this year. What does that mean for the content creators, the folks who make music? Well, if you have a HomePod or a HomePod Mini, it might be worth considering, especially I think if you have a HomePod, it's going to be a bit more significant. But even if you have a HomePod Mini, if you are making music in lossless format, at least for right now, until Apple switches on the lossless streaming on the Mac side, you can still do it through your phone. You can be able to work in, say, Logic, for instance, or Ableton, and you can be able to bounce your track into a high-quality format, airdrop it to your phone, and then switch on the lossless streaming and be able to have it stream to the HomePods. And you can be able to get your results and see, if you want to be able to tweak it. Now, I want to stress that that's just, if you're good about music production, then that's only, like I said, one point of reference, your HomePod. Another point of reference, headphones. Another point of reference, of course, the reference monitors. On the subject of reference and headphones, Apple Lossless is going to be unsupported on the current Apple headphones and earbuds. Why? AAC is the only format that's supported. So that's kind of a bummer, but that's how it is right now. And Bluetooth isn't going to work either because the Bluetooth is not designed for lossless audio. It's designed for efficiency of audio. So that is going to be one that's people are going to be out of luck on too. In the case of the HomePods do not use Bluetooth. It uses AirPlay, and it also has both AAC, which is the lossy format, as well as FLAC and ALAC support. Those are lossless formats, and Apple is using ALAC as the format of choice for the Apple Music library because Wi-Fi has a higher throughput as opposed to cellular. That makes it so that you're going to probably get less of a ding on your bill as opposed to your phone. Also, there's been a heavy debate about whether or not lossless is even worth the trouble. That is going to be up to the listener, of course. Eddie Q is a senior exec at Apple, and he has been involved in Apple Music for years. And even he has said that in Apple, if you were to be able to try to get most of the people to try to do a blind test, most of them probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference between one and the other. And when you tell somebody that, oh, you're listening to the higher quality one, and they get all excited and say, yeah, that sounds great, this is what I like. But they wouldn't probably have known that themselves if they were told about it. So that's a really good point that he's made. But I really do feel from the standpoint of a content creator that lossless audio is going to be more useful as time goes on. And we just have to be able to wait and see how consumers end up swallowing it. Will they notice the difference? Will you be able to put in, as a content creator, the sort of work to be able to try and elevate the quality of, I mean, does it even need to be elevated? Because if you're in a rock band or you even a sync band, that's going to be kind of one kind of sound. It's probably going to be way more useful if you're into something like a jazz quartet or quintet, or if you have music that has sounds that really go high in the spectrum, the orchestral music and soundtracks, and, you know, they go up into the 192 kilohertz area. That might be something to look into, and even ambient music, like I said. So we'll have to wait and see how the future goes for that, and also for spatial audio. Like I said, that's probably going to be way more obvious spatial audio than lossless audio, but we'll have to see how that goes. So that's my thoughts with the lossless audio and Apple Music, and I'm going to play around with this stuff for myself and try what I've been telling you about, airplane, a bounce track, listening through the HomePod in lossless format, and maybe play around with spatial audio later in the year and seeing how that goes. And I'll probably give an updated video with my thoughts. If you want to find out more about the spatial audio and lossless audio within Apple Music, I have some articles and some videos in the description below. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you found this informative in any way, please click on the like button. Thanks very much, and I hope to see you soon, and take care. All right, peace.